Hello, Steel Sky. Hello, Darren Gray. I know Miss Linda was in here earlier. I hope all y'all are doing well tonight. I have somewhat backlashed myself tonight. I had a bag with 4 skeins of yarn. I was going to start on a project tonight, and where that bag is, I have no idea. I got a couple other projects I can work on tonight, but hey, we'll figure it all out as we go along. Still in ya. What's up? Cool gamer. How are you? Let me see here. I guess I could do. Paste that. Throw that up here. Okay, so that's scheduled. I have a video scheduled for 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Tuesday night. Me and First Time Casting Adventures went out on the boat. Had a blast, so that's coming up really soon. Trying to, there we go. Get that. Get this pinned. The hair. All right, Rustic. He called me the hairless king. Rustic, it was time for a new do, sir. What I'm doing for right now is I'm going to try to make these other 2 legs to go to the little pot holder I started last week. So I will start off by doing that. Get those done. And once those 2 are done, I don't know what I'll. There's a hat that was started on a loom that I could work on. There is a scarf I can work on. And I might have a fishing reel or 2 I probably need to work on, but that ain't going to happen tonight. I did pin the link. Steel Sky, if you'd like to come up, you may. Not sure if anybody else will come in here tonight, but we'll see. I don't know who all will be up on panel tonight. I do ask if you come up on panel that you do have a hobby to work on, whether it's fishing rods or working on conditioning a trap, if you're a trapper, or soap making or lure making or some type of hobby that is a hobby that is constructive, not just because I know I use YouTube as a hobby also, but this is not to promote YouTube purposes, so to speak. Yep.
Gallons. Speaking of projects,
I just got those down.
Mama.
Got Coastal in the background.
Hello, baby. Hello.
Got Panda over here to my right, just off camera. Right now I have a yarn barrier.
Look at you.
no.
Rustic, for right now I am crocheting and trying to finish up the project I started last Sunday. I do know tomorrow morning I'll be getting some stuff together to I do have a dentist appointment tomorrow morning, so I won't be on here too late tonight.
Again.
Well, what about random?
I do need to find my work phone before I get off here. Make sure my boss remembers that. I have no idea where I put my work phone.
You can help me crack it with that.
Hey, multi-hunter, Krubby, how are y'all doing?
Only one piece at a time.
But try to pull that down to where y'all can see where I'm actually doing the crochet part. Hopefully I can get this one and one more piece done and then get them sewed onto the pot holder for the flower pot that I made last week. And it'll actually look halfway decent maybe. Michael Sakamas, how are you doing, sir? Yes, I am crafting right now. So we'll see how everything goes. Hopefully in the next few weeks I can get like a model kit for from like Hobby Lobby or somewhere and maybe put that together. We'll see. One night up here and just do like a modeling kit and not crochet or knit, just bring in something different. Pulling a head off the knitting machine. That's cool. I don't think I've ever seen a knitting machine getting used, so that'd be interesting to actually see it in action, but I guarantee you I'm pretty sure that'd probably be too loud. Hey, Jeffrey, Jamestown Baseball Commissioner, how are you? I missed a couple people, I think. All that fluffing stuff. Hello. Yarn Works by Lydia Nannon. Hello. You're welcome, Miss Lydia. I was glad I can. I don't know whose channel I picked you up from, but I subscribed to you and turned on the bell notification, so I actually got your notification, Lydia. That's why I went in there. You are welcome to come up if you would like to. All that fluff and stuff, thank you for coming. Fluff is from Australia, if y'all did not know. Bacon. Where are you, Bacon? Oh, there you are. Oh, Bacon. Come out here. Come up here. Since we got Fluff in here, I'll show off the Australian Shepherd. I got me a nice flat full of Australian Shepherd now. This is my big boy. Yep. Thank you for the kiss. I appreciate it. This is Bacon. He's getting big. Oh.
Yes, I'm fine.
You okay? Yep, he's an Australian Shepherd. Since my favorite Australian's in here, I figured I'd show off the Australian Shepherd. Only fitting to do that. I did do a couple of shorts the last couple of days. One of the ponds that's in the next town over called Tarboro, has a small pond there, and Wildlife Resources Commission will farm raise. I thought they said brook trout, but the one I caught was a brown trout. I know in my video I called it a brook trout, but I do not know the differences whatsoever in those. So please excuse me. All that fluff and stuff, he was a donation from a channel supporter to Panda or for Panda. So he did not cost me a dime. He was sent to her as a companion dog. Coastal made a quiche this morning. I had part of it as an early supper, and then right before I came live, I had me a bowl of popcorn. And that made up my supper tonight. Very healthy. And the quiche was from eggs that came fresh out of the chicken coop. If you go to Coastal Waters page, I think she gave an update on our chickadees not too long ago. I did do an update on my boat. I've added some rod holders and and a seat to it. And now that I'm back using it, I have finally found the remote control to the trolling motor and the charger to the remote control for the trolling motor. So that's pretty cool. Ate a lettuce ham salad with ranch. That sounds good. The only downside to when I eat a salad, I put enough bacon bits and cheese and dressing on there that by the time I'm done with making my salad, it's probably no longer healthy for me. Burgers and pancakes plus coffee. That sounds awesome. Hey, John, how you doing? I just saw where you came in. Sorry, I missed you, buddy. Hunting with J&J. Kind of concentrating on this project here. This project is one that I'm doing for Coastal. She told me what she wanted. I sat down and started trying it to see how it would go. And so far, it's actually come out a lot better considering I had no pattern or anything for it. I've been very pleased with the way it came out. As I backlash stuff. Yarn. Oh, I got 2 pairs of scissors now.
Oh.
She brought me my little ones. Those are actually for braid. These are my little fishing scissors for braid. Panda just brought them to me. I'm going to come up on my phone because it doesn't have sound, and I can show you guys how I use my dinghy machine. That is awesome, Steel. That'd be fun to watch. Boop. And there we go.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
That's unusual. It hasn't let me work for like 6 months or more on my phone. All right, I'm going to mute you in just a second.
I backlashed it into working then.
Thank you. And y'all guys can see the knitting machine. It literally goes in the round. I'm having to pull a hat out because it goofed. Now I'm going to mute you.
All right. Wow. I imagine that thing is kind of loud, but
That's it. That's all I hear.
Yeah.
And I'm going to switch over to my Chromebook, which is what you're used to seeing me on,
Yes, ma'am.
because it gives me a better shot.
Yeah.
And I set my Chromebook up here.
That looks like it would
Actually,
go very fast.
it does. All right. I'll be right back, guys.
All right. See you in a few. Hey, Coastal. Oh. Since I got Jeffrey in here, as soon as Steele comes back, I'll step away for just a second. Jeffrey, stay here for about 5 minutes, sir. Give me just a second. I got something I wanted to show you.
I need help.
Hey, Steele. Sorry, I stepped away for a second.
You're fine. But this is what it will look like when it's done.
Whew, that thing's long. That's nice. Jeffrey, are you still in here?
But it's long enough for a brim.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully Mr. Jeffrey is still in here. The Jamestown Baseball Commissioner guy.
So I'm just going to throw that over there in the donation bucket.
Dibben. How are you doing, Dibben? Yeah, I never did anything else with my little pot holder and legs last week.
That's fine. Okay, he says he's here.
There you go, Jeffrey. I don't know if you can see that. It's a Nolan Ryan signed baseball.
Nice.
It's one that I got when I was a teenager. I used to have a COA with it, and no idea where the COA has gone to over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Jeffrey, the question I have for you is, do you know how I could get a COA for that? Well, being he's he does like baseball stuff and all that, I figured he would know somebody that I could reach out to.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you had the receipt from when you bought it or it was given to you, that would be ideal. But
I bought it from Brindle's Superstore. I think I paid something like $200 or $300 for it because it actually did come with this
paperwork.
certificate of authenticity. They only had like 1,000 of them that they were selling, and at the time I was a little league pitcher, and I loved Nolan Ryan at the time, along with Greg Maddux and John Smoltz, and I wanted to get I saw that baseball and I had the money, so I bought it.
And that's what you do when you're a kid.
Yep. Back then I was actually commercial fishing, so that's how I made my money.
Nice.
And I think I got a printer box in the back room, like where you get the printer paper, the big cardboard box.
I got one over there.
That is full of baseball, football, and basketball cards from the late 80s, early 90s.
If you find the right market, those can be worth some good money.
I know I got a few of like Jerry Rice and Joe Montana and them.
He's saying try the
rookie cards.
Baseball Hall of Fame.
Okay.
If you
had to email them and see.
Yeah, you don't have that grocery store anymore, do you?
Nope, that went out of business in the mid-90s, I think.
Long time back.
Yeah. Like I said, I've had that ball since I was like probably 10 years old, and I'm 41 now.
Okay, yeah, I got a couple years on you.
Yeah, I'll be 42 in August.
4 in June.
Not too many.
Nah,
Not too far ahead.
nah, that's all good.
Yep.
The boyfriend's got 14 on me, so
Whew. So either he's robbing the cradle or you're robbing the grave.
Lord, I hope I'm not robbing the grave.
I'm messing.
That's all good. We laugh about it because
Yeah.
it's funny because why not? I mean, now it would be something different if, I was 14 or 15, not in my 40s when we met.
Yep. Jeffrey, I will try to figure out how to get in contact with them and see if I got to mail it to them or what.
You shouldn't mail it to them. You should have to, pictures and stuff like that, but you should not actually mail it to them.
Now, I know some places require you to actually send the item off. But we'll see.
Mm-mm.
Jeffrey said I'll be 55 in May. He does a lot of good shorts with his sunsets and stuff around Jamestown area.
And there goes the kitten.
Yep.
Well, depending on how lazy she's been today during the day, she gets what we call the zoomies. So,
yeah, Beacon, my Australian Shepherd, loves the zoomies.
Yes, but when she gets the zoomies, we have a bunch of stuff in the living room. Motorcycle seats, some cardboard boxes, some foam and stuff. She gets to zoomies, she goes in there and she plays how fast can I get out of the McDonald's maze? And you don't know where she's going to pop her head up at. And hunting with JJ is 53 in July.
53 in July. Cool.
Yep.
In July, I will have been adopted for 41 years.
Mine will be 58 at the end of February.
Because I was adopted at 1 year old, exactly a month before my birthday.
Nice.
July 31st, and my birthday is August 31st. Coincidentally, it's the only 2 months that have 31 days back to back.
Yep.
And it was supposed to be
Hi, Butterroll. I didn't know you were in on this one. I didn't see her last time.
Hey, Butterroll.
Yeah, she catches me on a couple of different live streams.
That may have been where I met you from, was through her.
Actually, I think it was Cuppy.
It may have been Cuppy too.
It was Cuppy.
But last Sunday I did this little doohickey here on the round, and what you do is you put like a plant in there. I'm getting 4 little bands I can put around it evenly to make it look like little legs holding it up. It's supposed to be a sloth in the form of a sloth, like this was the body, then there'll be a head over here, and they said you could either put a felt face on it or crochet a face. I have not figured out how to crochet or knit a face for a sloth.
Can you sew?
No.
Well, there goes my options: crochet or sew.
Yeah. Crochet is going to be I might could sew something on there, but
Well, what I was thinking is
Yeah.
you
Me and
like
sharp objects don't normally work very well.
just crochet a couple of circles.
Hey, still, thank you, sir.
Yep. Thank you. Um,
I
crochet
appreciate that still in you.
black circle and white, and then a white circle on top, and sew it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, I've got a skein of white in there. I don't know exactly. I was going to try to knit oval if I could.
Have fun, because I can't knit. I got the needles and stuff, but I've
See,
need
there's
help.
a scarf that I'm knitting right now.
Yeah, I can do the what's called garter stitch,
Yeah,
but that's it.
and there's my loom.
Those are in the bedroom, and y'all guys are not going in the bedroom tonight.
I got a crochet hook, knitting needles, and a loom with hook, which I just got a new hook, and it came with a
Yarn needle.
yarn needle. Yay!
See, I have the hook.
Yeah,
It's called Harbor Freight.
cool.
Yeah.
I've got to go to Harbor Freight, but I'm
We
not. I'm not normally allowed in Harbor Freight because I spend too much money. Chanster Travels. Hello, how you doing? That's a new name.
Yeah. I'm honestly,
I will honestly say I went up 25 subscribers this week alone. So there will be a lot of new names in here that I don't really know. Most of them I
I went up.
joined from my fishing shorts, but this is a side hobby to my fishing as a wind down at the end of the week.
I know I went up too.
Yeah.
And I know one of them I met a couple of nights ago,
Yeah.
and that live stream was fun, but there's a lot of trolling going on that
Yeah.
end.
Well,
Yeah, it's something I would discuss with you backstage,
Yeah.
because it's, if you want to know, I'll tell you backstage. Oh, cool! Thank you, Shinster. I'll be honest. My about page says everything. I got on here to follow crochet
Yeah.
and yarn community. I've only been putting content up for 4 or 5 months. I'm not. If you want to sub, check it out. Cool. If not, I'm all good.
I literally went to take a picture of Panda about this June will be, I think it's May or June will be 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And my phone pretty much said, you have no more space available. Please delete pictures in order to put more pictures on.
Yep.
And what I was ending up having to do was, in order to take pictures of Panda, was to delete my fishing pictures.
Ooh.
And that included some of my bigger bass that I caught in 2019. And I hated that I lost some of those pictures. Granted, yes, I did put them on Fish Brain and places like that beforehand, but still.
Well, you have you automatically have a Google backup.
My Google backup has been full for years. And I don't pay for the extra storage.
Oh, no, neither am I. I just go in. Do I like this pattern? I've had this pattern in here for 5 years. Do I like it?
Yep.
Am I going to make it? Probably not. So, okay.
Something I'm probably going to try to do next week up here. We went to the local library. I got this little thing, Vogue Knitting Kids Knits for on-the-go stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try to pick a pattern out of that and see if I can't knit Panda a sweater.
Yeah, I actually have
Uh,
it's
but,
not a pattern for the sweater,
uh,
but she tells you how to do it.
it was easier for me to just come up here and start filming. I
Mhm.
met First Time Casting Adventures and Paul Mambasson on just before Memorial Day of 2021. And both of them I got them all out fishing, and a couple other YouTubers were there that day. And they had a big collab. We all had fun and stuff. And they said, "Well, when are you going to start filming?" I
Yeah,
was like,
that's pretty much where mine was.
I really hadn't thought about it, but here, here I am, almost 2 years later, with something like getting close to 1,350 supporters. So I think I did hit 1340 this week finally. I'd hit 1330 and been dropped down to 1300 like 10 times in the last week,
Yeah, it's
or in
showing
the last 4 or 5 months.
it's
And
showing 1.34K
yeah,
on there.
I think I'm at like 1344 right now.
I
So
have to go into my studio.
yeah, I've put out a few shorts of some fish that I've caught in the last
Okay,
two
I've
or three
gone way
weeks.
up. I have 139. I was at 130 last week. Cool.
Well, I think you got 6 or 7 last week, and you just got a couple this week. So from being in here,
Yeah, I think they finally showed up on the
if
studio.
if Butter Roll's still in here, she's welcome to come up here too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I bring it every day. Will come in here, Miss Kelly, or if
Yeah.
Cuppy will show up.
Um.
Cuppy last week forgot that it was Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Well, wasn't it her anniversary last week, or was that the week before?
I think that was last week, but she completely forgot that it was Sunday night,
Yeah.
and I would be live.
Yeah. Shanister, what happens is when you get people subscribing to you, but you also get robot channels subscribing to you. And that's where you're going up
Yeah.
and going down, because every 2 or 3 weeks, YouTube will do a purge on the bots, and it'll go in and take your bots out. So
That, and if they subscribe to you and you go back and immediately resubscribe and subscribe to them immediately, they'll think that that algorithm will pick that up as robotic activity as
that
sub for sub.
that's why they say my thing I tell people is, if you want to go check my channel out, cool. Listen to one of my lives, which I actually need to do another one. I was supposed to today, but I took a nap.
Yeah. I was supposed to go fishing today and took a nap.
Yeah, but watch one of the lives, 2 regular videos, and one video that the title sounds like you're going to hate it. I mean, like I say, okay, Mandala Sparkle is the worst yarn. Let's review.
Yeah.
And you love Mandala Ombre. That way you get a good setup on how the person actually is. Because you get the good, the bad, and the, oh, what the heck?
I think I've had a couple of bloopers in the last week or so in my videos, which has helped.
A couple of what?
Bloopers.
Oh, yeah.
Last weekend, I went to cast a rod and exited screen bottom as I fell down flat on my AWS.
Your butt kiss.
Yep. Still
Yeah.
ain't figured out how I fell down, but it was funny. And
Slipped under the
then
shoe.
I dropped a video where you get the first person view of me falling out of the boat. Face first. I think that dropped Thursday. Hey,
Hi,
CX
Felix.
Journey.
Yeah, which I've got to finish this cake. So I finished this shawl that's been hiding for a while.
I hadn't been even seriously. I've always thought about going on cruises. I'd never thought about it seriously till I started watching Sea Legs Journey. Now I want to go take a cruise with Robin and Chet.
I actually want to do a deep sea dive fish, but I would like to get permission to take my dad's ashes and drop them out there because that's the one thing.
Deep sea fishing.
Yes, that was the one thing he wanted to do. One of his last things, and he couldn't get there in life. So,
in my hometown, there is an artificial reef off of one of the shorelines.
Yeah,
and I've got
miles of shoreline.
Well, we got 3 or 4 of my close buddies from high school that have died now.
Ooh.
And each one of them we've raised $10,000 to $15,000 to. Once they were cremated, we mixed them with the concrete for the reef balls that they put out there, and they are now part of the reef.
Nice.
Which Coastal just said that she was going to have me cremated and turned into a fishing lure if I bought the one I wanted. Because I was looking at it, I was like, oh yeah, that's a nice fishing lure. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's $500.
Ooh. Yeah.
When I get big on YouTube and I have $500 spare dollars coming in every month, I might could do that. But
yeah, not when it takes you 3 or 4 months to get $100.
Hey, we got somebody else.
Hi, Lydia.
Hey,
Hello. Hi.
Somehow or another, I got her notification that she was live earlier today, and I surprised her by going in there.
Yay.
Yep, you did. I was surprised to see you. I'm like, oh, I have a new person.
And then not only was it a new person who has fishing in their name, but talking about crochet and knitting.
Yeah.
So what do you do the more?
To me, I used to commercial fish, and the tying of knots and lines from commercial fishing or repairing
nets,
all my nets and weaving the everything back together. This is the same thing as going through and weaving nets or tying nets together or repairing everything.
Okay.
Hi, Misplaced Country Girl.
Hey, Miss Denise.
And where are you from?
I am from Eastern North Carolina.
Okay.
I live probably about 2 hours from the beach of North Carolina for the Outer Banks. Give or take for where you're going.
Nice.
Okay.
There's a couple people in the Carolinas I need to get out there and go see.
It's about 4.5, 5 hours to go to the mountains.
It'd be about 10-hour drive.
I'm
from Nebraska, so I'm,
Nebraska. Okay.
I was raised 2 states south of you.
If you're from Nebraska, it's a little colder there than it is here.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's colder than I am, and
because it's only 33 degrees here right now, and that's going to be the low for tonight. The cruising hobbyist.
Hi.
Hey y'all, what's going on?
Yeah,
Robin, Chet,
right
Enzo, and I can't think of the other dog's name ever.
Ringo.
Ringo Star.
How are y'all doing? We're doing good. I'm waiting for a workshop to start here, and it starts in about 15 minutes. I told Chet, I said, "Oh, backlash is on. Let's jump over there for 15 minutes while I'm waiting for this class."
I said, great, because I've been working on making this tie, and check it out. What y'all think?
Nice.
Goes with my shirt, don't it?
Yep. I enjoyed y'all's lunch. I guess lunch date up the tram.
Oh, yes.
Oh, in St. Thomas. Yeah, that was great.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got to go there one day, Backlash, and check it out. In real life, it's way more impressive than it is on video.
Mhm.
I think I've been all over Florida in my life. I've been all the way down the West Coast went all the way down the West Coast from the Panhandle all the way down to Key Largo across the 7 Mile Bridge and came back up the East Coast.
I forget what you were crocheting the other night. I was like, "Oh my gosh, he's crocheting! You
Yep.
go, dude!"
That's the main part of it. It's like
Yes.
you can put like a little pot in there for like this one's gonna be more for like a succulent plant, not a big plant. And now I'm doing the little legs that I'll sew this end onto to this piece, and then this can go up to the hook, so it'll hang down.
Oh, cool.
I crochet, I knit.
So it'll be like that.
Oh, yes.
Look at there. Yeah.
Be one here and then one here and here.
Like a hanging basket.
Well, Coastal found a thing that was called a sloth plant holder.
I think we used to macrame those back in the day. They were macramed back in the day.
I've seen those. They were really open on the sides of the pots.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm lucky I never had to mess with that.
Me neither, Steel Sky. I never had to mess with it either.
So basically what it supposed to look like, and I did not buy the pattern, but it should look.
Oh, yeah, it looks just like a little sloth.
That is awesome.
I don't know if y'all
Too
can
cool.
see
Yours
that
is looking kind of like the fourth one over with the orange background.
Yes, like orange background.
Sorry, I shared the wrong screen.
That's fine. It still works.
Yeah, it worked.
Share screen.
Looks like it could be a good chia pet.
Wrong tab.
On it.
Let's share this one. That one's a little better.
Oh, yeah, that one's good. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to come up with.
That's nice.
I think it's going to be cute.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hide the face because I don't really know how to do the face part, but hey.
Well, the face part, all you got to do is do the little head part of it, and then just take your needlepoint needle and do embroidery thread for his eyeballs.
Yeah, I'll figure something out that might be something for next week's show.
There you go.
You can always go to Hobby Lobby and get the
little googly eyeballs.
The
googly eyes or the safety eyes. That's what it is. And the safety eyes.
I could always go to Hobby Lobby and get like the felt and just sew it onto it.
Yeah.
There you go. They've even got the sticky felt now.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about getting is the sticky felt and try to figure out a way get white and black.
Yeah, for sticky felt, you might be able to get it at Walmart. It'd be cheaper than Hobby Lobby.
Yeah,
that's true.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
When one year I learned to knit when Chet was in the hospital.
No, Miss Maniac. Good afternoon. Sorry.
No.
Certified. Hey, Clayton.
Certified fishing nut.
Certified fishing nut.
Yeah, I learned to crochet. I knew how to crochet. I learned to crochet when I was a kid. My grandma taught me. And when Chet was in the hospital one year, I learned how to knit. And so I made hats and gloves for cancer patients because during chemo, they just can't seem to get warm. They're always cold.
And they love shawls.
Yes.
Or if you can get a Afghan size that will cover them from the chest down. The guys go gaga over that.
Yeah, I don't know how many scarves and hats and gloves I made.
Whole big old giant box of them.
Yeah, and a whole big box. I sent them up there for Christmas.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I started knitting on knitting needles 2 days before the new year.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. So you're
Yeah.
learning fast then.
So when you make-
Yep, I do crocheting and I also do knitting work, and I've also started knitting loops. I can do almost everything.
Cool.
what are you making?
Knitting machine. I'm making a scarf right now. I'm knitting it.
Those are great practice because you
I
just
got this
keep going row by row.
crocheting.
Hmm.
I have a scarf here that I'm knitting, or I have the loom here that I can make a hat with.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got all three methods right now sitting beside me.
Well, my kids used to ask me, Dad, how come you can't do that like Mom can do? I said, because my finger keeps coming off. Look at that. And they said, oh, okay.
Let me check on the class over here. Oh, my class starts in 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Okay.
Gotta go to
Fun.
class.
Yes, we have to learn things.
I do
I'm gonna keep you
know
on.
there's
I'll keep you on
two.
over here.
There's two of the channels that I follow. It's Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, and Rambling with the Brooms, which is Mr. Scott up in Canada.
We follow him.
In 2025, they're talking about doing an Alaskan cruise.
We're going in May.
Oh,
Yep.
Mhm.
They wanted to do that in 2025 to give everybody a chance to get their money up to go.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell
Maybe
you.
y'all will have. Maybe y'all can get in with that because right now I think they have 30 or 40 couples.
Well, we're going in May, and it
Okay.
is.
It's so expensive.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's
Yeah.
the most expensive cruise we've ever been on. And then in 2025, we're going to Germany.
Ooh.
So,
It costs about the same as doing the 2 weeks we're going to Alaska is about like 5 weeks of cruising anywhere else.
Yeah, I think they said it would be like a 7-day cruise up there. So
we're doing the 7-day cruise and then the 5 days on the train by land.
okay.
that I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. We get that we travel, we do the regular cruise, and then it's part train, and then we stay at a lodge for a couple of days, then we take a bus up a little higher, stay at another
That's
lodge.
the one where y'all said you needed the passport because you go through Canada on the train.
Right.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That passport. Yeah, we
That's
highly
something that
recommend
me
it.
and Coastal need to look into getting as our passports.
Yeah, well, if you go in the Caribbean and you leave out of the United States and come back into the United States, and you just stay in the Caribbean, you can sail with a birth certificate. You don't need a passport.
Okay.
I would rather leave my birth certificate here because of what it took me to get it.
Yeah, right.
Well, I had it, and I had 2 copies of mine, 2 of each of my children's, and then my mother's and my sister's were all in an envelope. My mom pulled the envelope out, pulled out the birth certificates, and I got both my kids. I got both sets of theirs, and I got hers. Didn't get mine.
Oh.
So it cost me $30 to verify who I was, and with the office in Oklahoma to get it mailed down here.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Shanster's talking about Ringo. Yeah, he's here. He's here.
Yeah, you're better off to have the passport, even if you are just sailing in the Caribbean, though, because
Yeah.
if you get off and let's say you're riding in a taxi and it gets hit and you're in the hospital for a day and the ship's left, you got to have that passport to get back in the United States.
Yeah.
So we recommend you having a passport.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus with me, I'm adopted, so which birth certificate do I go with? The original one or the adopted one?
Your adopted birth
one.
certificate is your official birth certificate because your name before that is really
Doesn't
null
count
and
no more.
void.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son was registered under my last name, but 30 days later is when we sent in the paperwork to register him under his father's name.
Mm-hmm.
So his birth certificate is under his father's name.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep.
Well, guys, I'm going to jump out. My class is going to start, but Chet's got you over here on the other computer, so he's going to be chatting with you through the other
I'll be with
computer.
you in the chat.
Cool.
Y'all have a
Have
wonderful.
fun. Stay safe.
Yeah, y'all stay warm.
Hopefully
Y'all
the
do.
class ain't too
You
boring.
too.
We're playing musical fires here. We about 9:30, 10 o'clock. We turn them on, sleep, get up, and I turn them off because I'm boiling.
Yeah, it's like
We're in
33
Florida.
degrees outside, and
Yeah, we're in Florida and right now. It's 48 degrees in Florida, so we don't know what's going on with the weather. And y'all got to be freezing.
Well, I'm
it's
68
33
right now.
here.
But since you
33?
it, you got plenty of blankets, right?
I'm a little bit north of you.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit there, backlash.
I'm what, Georgia, South Carolina, so 3 states north.
Yeah. And Florida's a long state. Just being
Yep.
even in Georgia makes a big old difference.
Yeah.
Let's see, which part of Florida are y'all in?
Right in the
Central.
middle.
Yeah, we're right in
Middle
the
of the state.
Yeah.
We can live without heat,
Sebring.
but we can't live without air conditioning.
Oh yeah.
I have a fan going right there. It's literally about 3 inches behind the computer.
I went to
have-
Miami by Amtrak in 99. It took 25 hours to get there and 27 to get back.
My
Ooh,
goodness,
that's a long ride.
that is.
But we built a medical facility down there to we rebuilt a medical facility as a missionary trip.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
that's cool.
From where Hurricane Andrew had gone through and decimated
Oh,
southern
Everything.
Florida.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well we're jumping out. My class is going to start in 2 minutes.
All right, see you later.
See you on the chat,
Bye.
Matt.
See you in the chat.
I got to go get
Bye.
smart. See y'all later.
All right,
Bye, guys.
Say bye, Rango.
New England journalist. Hello. How are you doing, sir?
Hi, numismatic. I saw you earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt the conversation. Certified
I
coaching?
said hello to him, but
You did, but
Yeah.
since we were talking, I didn't want to interrupt.
New England journalist. He's got a good channel. He does a lot of good drone videos. Jake Hudson. That's a new channel or a new name to me. Hey,
So
Jake.
how long have you crochet and knit?
For me,
Yeah.
could not tell you. Basically, Coastal Water, which is my wife, bought a. She wanted to try it, and her hands wouldn't allow her. So
Okay.
we bought a Teach Yourself to Knit book a few years back, and I just do it off and on. But my channel had kind of stagnated, and this time of year, fishing is slow. So what I did was I was like, well, since I know my channel doesn't grow much in the winter. This is a big community on here. I was like, I got to thinking it'd be a way for me to grow my channel through the winter, reach out to new people, and it's something I enjoy. So I picked it back up.
Yep. And I've been doing it about almost 10 years now, but I strictly crochet. I have a knitting machine, so that's how I make the hats, and those are for donation. I want to learn to knit, and I do have looms back there.
Sea Legs, y'all are welcome anytime up here.
Knitting on knitting needles is pretty darn easy to do.
Yep.
I've cast it on, I've done the knit stitch or garter stitch, and I've cast it off. That I've done. It's the other stuff I need help with.
I've done that, and I've done the plural.
See, I haven't done the pearl because
Pearl stitching is basically exactly like the garter stitch, except for you go through on the opposite side of the needle.
yeah,
So
I just
instead
haven't.
of going under the needle, you kind of go over the top of it.
See, I just haven't practiced it. I need to, but I just haven't done it yet.
Butter roll. Okay, butter roll. I'm sorry. to hear that. I hope everything is going
Oh.
okay. Oh, another one that we probably one thing I am big
You got
on.
slapped, honey.
One thing I'm big on this channel is I am a man of God and I do pray. Um, so one thing I will do is say a prayer for
Butter roll.
for Butter Roll's daughter, and also Mama Bear Living Life is in the hospital right now.
Oh, she was up last night, or no? She was on
Tuesday.
the trucker.
She put that she had broken up a dog fight in her yard and it completely destroyed her hands and her arms. And she's had 2 surgeries this week from that.
Yeah, I have a scar on the back of my left calf from dogs that attacked me.
Yep.
It's looking good.
Oh wow.
I think this is where one actually attacked her dog.
There's a pack of dogs chasing one, and I got in the way.
Ooh.
Yeah. But for
Nice, good sleeve.
For Mama Bear, it was I think a dog attacked her dog or something, and she was trying to save her companion dog and got tore up pretty bad. She's had 2 surgeries. I do think she said she'd be able to come home tomorrow, but she did make the comment that she would be going home without her companion dog. So that's going to be kind of hard on her emotionally. So definitely thoughts and prayers to Butterroll and her daughter. I pray to God that He touches both of them from the top of their head to the bottom of their feet and heals them completely and thoroughly of everything that is going on. I know it's unspoken, but God knows exactly what's going on and with Butterroll's daughter. And I just told y'all what was going on with Mama Bear. I do pray that she gets a full healing and that the fact she's going home without her service dog, that the Lord comforts her and gives her the strength to get through all this. In His name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Sorry.
Amen.
Sorry, Miss Denise.
It's a scarf.
Oh, that's a scarf? I thought it was going to be a sleeve because of the way it curled together.
You don't connect this part right here, so then you get the straight, but it still goes right. Yeah. No, it's a scarf. For this hat.
I like the hat.
Well, it's not quite long enough yet. I'm still working on that part.
Well, did you connect the brim to the rest of the hat or no?
Yes.
Darn.
But it's okay because for me and my daughter don't like hats over our ears. So I'm calling it a short hat.
See, this is the thing with the one on the machine because it is a tube.
Right.
So I can have the short brim like that. Or if Panda wanted to wear it, could have a really thick brim.
Yep.
But that's what I like about the knitting machine. Because you can adjust your brim, and the only problem is the size machine I have is all for adults. I can't make small ones.
Okay, so now on my biggest one, basically doing the same thing, except for, you've seen patchwork quilts. Well, so I'm going to make squares and do a patchwork afghan.
Yeah. It basically a scrap can.
Yep, pretty much.
Except
I didn't know what to call it, so. And then I'm still working on this.
Yep.
Ooh.
I'm taking a break from the blanket, but I'm working on a shawl. So
Well, I showed y'all the velvet yarn last Sunday night.
mhm.
The 4 skeins of velvet yarn. I've hid them from myself and the crochet needle. Because I looked for 15 minutes before this live stream started. I cannot find them anywhere. I don't know where I put them. I've been cleaning the house and I hid them from myself when I cleaned, and I have no idea where they're
Oh,
at.
that is pretty. See, now that's one advantage to a slightly dirty house. Just slightly. Because you know where everything is. It's organized chaos.
Yeah, well, I've tried to organize the chaos, and I did a little too
I
good of a
give up
job.
on that.
Backlash, guess what? I wasn't here last week.
Huh? He said you
Guess
won't hear.
why I wasn't on here last week?
You were talking to Martin.
Well, I talked to him too, yes. No, I stained and painted my concrete floor.
Cool.
Nice.
And of course, that meant
No being in the room.
moving everything. So it got rearranged at the same time.
That's cool. Well, at least you didn't think it was still Saturday and didn't show up like Cuppy.
No.
Yeah, see, my thing is I have to find a black to run through my machine to make a hat for future son-in-law.
Mm.
And I also have to pack up all my headbands I've made and give them to daughter so she can give them out for late Christmas presents.
Late Christmas presents.
Yeah, because
I had,
go ahead.
as soon as you're done, I had a question. That's all.
Go ahead.
Okay, if I did a solid, right,
Uh-huh.
on the loom, and then I wanted to change to another color, how would I do that?
When you get to you finish your row, but instead of wrapping your yarn around for the next row in that same color, you leave a tail and you wrap your yarn
Right.
in the new color and you just continue looming.
And do it when you do a beginning bag when you start knitting your hat, so you can do it that way too. If you start on different peg, it doesn't look right.
Okay.
Where
Well,
you finish is
I've
where
got-
you start your. Okay.
Right. And I've got where you have that anchor thing. I always start on either one or the other side so that I always do not get mixed up on where I started and finished.
I would get a black marker and just
Mhm.
mark not the peg, but on the ring around the bottom of the peg. Okay, where you have your peg here and you have the ring. Mark right on the ring. And every
Okay.
time you start there. That way you know where you're going. I actually don't. No, I can't show that one because I'm doing it opposite in crochet. Because where I finish is where I start. Or I don't start where I finish. I'll do 8 rows of double crochet. I'll finish here, but I'll start on the other side. That way my it's offset. It doesn't, when I go to do the border, it's not as funkified. So,
Yeah.
But I do know with loom knitting, you want to start where you stopped.
Yep.
Bad thing is,
If you don't, it's all messed up. I had that done before when I loom knit. I also crochet. So when I loom knit, I start with the peg I started on. So it's easier to knit.
Yeah. See, I'm picking all this stuff up about the loom knitting and the actual knitting and stuff, and I don't do it.
You going night night?
Now the green blanket is crocheted.
Night
Well,
night,
that's one
Panda.
in here.
Night night, Panda. Yes.
Tablet went night night, so she's got to go night night.
Martin got a hold of me and let me know that yes, he is still
Yeah, I saw him the other day. I told him to message you.
but because he has to get a visa to come over for CatCom,
I got one leg
he
of
had to get a hotel room.
You said what?
Because there's new things with when you have to apply for a visa to
Yeah.
come over. He had to get a hotel.
Aw.
So he won't be staying with me, but I'm going to stay at the hotel with him.
Okay.
So I don't have to drive back and forth.
I bet we're going to be at the IHG hotel.
I don't know which one he's at.
And we are going to, I think Bailey's God Service is going to be staying with us.
Okay.
Sea legs, I clean up and lose stuff too.
Yeah. My fun part is I just got in 20 skeins of toy box yarn. It's a line of yarn from Premier.
Yeah.
I've got 20 skeins over there and I've got 10 skeins over here.
Mm.
Those, I did a granny square out of 10 skeins of the pink, which you will find out I don't like pink at all. But
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that one is adorable. And
that's three strands at one time.
Hurts, don't it?
Yeah, it's hard, and it doesn't stretch as much as if it's just one or two. But it'll work for a newborn, which my daughter's friend just had a baby.
Aw.
And this goes to my daughter, and the scarf goes to her too. So
Yep.
she'll just give it to her friend when I'm done with the rest.
Yeah. I made a solid granny square blanket out of 10 balls of that, and it was 5 foot square. And my son stole it and gave it away.
The green one is 5 feet wide, and it'll be about 7 to 8 feet long.
Downside to trying to knit too tight is it's hard to get the needle back through when you want to.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a key.
That's one thing I've learned, like, let's see, what does it say? I have a hard time reading because I, like, seriously need new glasses.
Yeah.
If I put these on right now, this is all blurry.
Yeah.
If I turn it off, it's fine. But yeah, just mainly for distance or driving.
Okay, this mandala sparkle. This says it says I'm supposed to use a 5mm hook. I want the shawl I'm working on a little open, but not open like I would if I was using a 4-weight.
Right. That is pretty.
So I'm using a 5.5 on it. Now, if I was using a 4-weight on this, I would use a 6mm hook. I have one over there that is number 6 yarn, so it's really thick. Called for a 9mm. I used a 10.
I don't use a pattern because they want me to count, and I always lose count, even with the little marker things.
After the second row on this one, you wouldn't have to count.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because once you can get double crochet down and you do the first 2 rows are like you're doing a circle and increasing it. And then the third row is where you have to count so you can make your corners. Let me get that out of there without losing it. because I do that. Now, the ends of the shawl are 2 corners. And you have 3, 4, and 5.
Right.
Okay, once you hit that 3rd row, you can see where it's starting to do the increasing.
Mhm.
That's what, and every time after that 3rd row, you literally, oh, I've got this space. So, because you've got a V stitch, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and you just do the same thing in that and keep on going. If you lose, put a stitch marker in the hole. That's it. You wouldn't have to count after that.
I think I'm either doing a double or triple on the blanket.
Are you wrapping it once or twice around your hook? Once. Twice, it's a double. Or it's a triple. Wrapping it.
I was just visualizing me doing it.
Okay.
I think it ends up being a total of 3 times.
Okay, so 1 is double, 2 is triple, 3 is what's called a double triple. Yeah, you've got really long stitches.
Let me do it. Let me grab it out. This is getting heavy, by the way.
Oh yeah, they all do.
But they
I've
are
got
so warm. Okay, so like this, down, over, pull.
Okay, that's a double crochet.
There we go. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, you wrap it once before you go through the bottom stitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's a double. If you wrap it twice, then go through the double
It's a
through the
triple.
stitch. It's a triple. Treble.
Okay.
Yeah. Now if you wrap it once, you go through the stitch and you've got the 3 on there, and then you pull through all 3 at once, that's a half double.
Okay.
Baby or Chris? Oh, baby. It's the boyfriend.
Yep.
And
The bear did a shout out.
oh yay! There's
Oh,
Mater's
yours.
shop.
I was
Hello.
gonna say I don't have one.
He came in for the coffee.
Yep.
So
Theo's live.
okay, and
Got raging up there.
I'm
Watching it.
bye.
Get him.
I do watch Tool Channel and stuff, like some of the Tool guys,
Yeah.
but the particular one that's live, I don't care for because of some of the drama that's gone on.
Ah.
And one of the guys that he's had put up there, I literally told him, I was like, you know what? You do what you're gonna do, but here's why I don't deal with these.
Ridge. Hey, Little Ridge Farm in Wild Japan.
Hi, Little Ridge.
Little Ridge Farm.
Oh, your greenhouse.
Now, Little
Yep.
Ridge Farm, November 26th, lost their house to a fire. It was a total loss of their tiny house on their homestead.
Oh no.
So
When my
you may see them drop a link for their GoFundMe page, which I've told them is most
Perfectly fine.
perfectly fine, because right now I cannot support them in any way, but I am a volunteer fireman, so
You can support them by getting
Yep.
them permission to put that on your page.
yes.
Hey, babe, you want to do me a favor?
yeah,
Let me Coke
my
and
oldest daughter's first Christmas,
This?
3
Yep.
days after
and the
Christmas.
Coke
our
is
house
underneath the
burned.
jacket.
All right.
So yeah, that she ought to know that I'm like really. I support our firefighters as much as I can.
Actually, give me
They
2.
were awesome during our house fire.
I did that wrong. It's not going to. This is just going to be a pot holder.
Thank
It's not
you.
going to be a sloth.
I need caffeine. So generic Coke it is.
I'll take
I've
some
got
caffeine
Mountain Dew.
now too.
Do you think this would work for a hockey
Here, I
match?
set the camera down. Come here.
For a Halloween mask.
All right,
I
where
said
do
a
you
hockey
go?
mask.
What?
What do you think?
1 second.
not going to stay that shape. It's not going to stay that shape. Just sit on my head. All right.
1 second.
I'll be right
I'll
back.
be right back.
You can look at the side of my greenhouse. What, baby girl? You're all right. I'm okay.
Sorry. I'm back.
That's
I
okay.
went and conferred with Coastal. Here's the little.
Confirm what?
I'm going to only use 3 legs and just make it a plant holder.
I would.
So, or it could be a jellyfish, one or the other.
You ought to crochet Panda an Easter basket
Yeah, I might have to.
because you can firm up the bottom by inserting a wire in the bottom
Yeah,
and up at the top.
because this is going to have the 3 now instead of 4. But that works pretty cool. At least I got a project finished tonight. Little Ridge just dropped their GoFundMe, I see. So y'all definitely, if you can support them, please do so. If you can't, it's okay. Miss
Yes, your
Steele,
coffee.
did you see the plant holder?
Yep, I saw it, but
Yeah.
I had it down because he and I had something to discuss, and doesn't. Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah,
and
go.
he's a little upset.
Yeah,
But I got lucky.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Christmas
Mistletoe.
yarn.
10-ounce skein, if you can find it at Walmart, 64 cents. I got the last one in 3 towns.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Knowing,
this is one.
knowing the people here, it's already gone. It was probably gone like 4 days after Christmas.
It just dropped this low like 2 days ago.
What I'm saying though is when they dropped it here it would be gone.
Oh yeah. And I know one lady that she would have come over here to buy it just so I couldn't get it, even if she never uses it.
I was just excited going over to Joann's to get the colors that I needed because I couldn't find anywhere else that had
Yep.
what I wanted.
Here's a scarf I'm working on for knitting.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that is pretty.
And they had all their yarn for 30% off. But that ended yesterday.
Snatch, snatch, snatch.
I did what I could,
Yep.
and I've been using it. I've almost got 2 skeins. The big jumbo ones like you had, gone.
The 10-ounce.
Yeah,
I've got 3 orange back here. And I've got to make pumpkins out of them next year. I was going to do it this year, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I don't even want to think of how many skeins of yarn has gone into this.
Ooh. I made my daughter a blanket. It's black, green, and gold. And it's the Crafter Secret 1 pound. It's called Sunset Gold. So it's an off gold.
Right.
The old kind of antique gold. I
Mhm.
don't have any of it here. It's up there, and I'm not going to go mess with that because it's still in the pack.
Right.
Well, I'm sitting here looking at 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11 of those 1 pound balls still in the bags. That's not counting what's behind it.
I got my little personal shopping cart. That's where
Yeah.
my full scans go. Then I got a small basket that I put my scraps in. And then
Go to my channel and check out the video that says it's done. It's done. Because I redid my entire craft room. And you can see 90% of my yarn that is in here. I have a 55-gallon tub in the living room and a 20 out there. Then out on the front porch, I quit counting. But the one I made my daughter is those 3 colors, and it's 7 foot 8 inches one way.
Mm-hmm.
Before I put the 6 rows of border on it, 52 inches the other. 9 pounds of yarn.
I just shared out your fire and medical disaster, Little Ridge.
And I'm working on one that's black, white, and blue. And I'm almost ready to finish off 2 1 pound balls of blue. And this is the third repeat on that. But I had a partial ball of black, and I held it double, got 8 rows of double crochet with that. And that's where how many rows he got of his each color.
So
This here is,
the hat
hey,
and
first time
this
casting adventures. Hey, Clyde.
Hi.
are
Okay, what's
a variegated purple with a variegated blue. So I'm doing two at a time on these. And then
Nice.
this one is teal. You can't really tell, I don't think. Teal and black together.
Now that one's going to look good.
Okay,
I have
This
some.
will be part of the scrap Afghan. Now
Yeah,
that
I
I know
have
it has
some
a
sparkly teal that is going to get made into another shawl like this.
Mm-hmm.
I've got teal, silver, and a lilac. And a sparkle.
Yeah, after my friends saw the picture of this hat,
Uh-huh.
they knew I'm learning. They're
Yep.
like, well, when you figure it out, can you make me one? I said, my family comes first.
Mr.
Yeah,
Needs
from what you
Repeating
said,
that's
no,
Rebecca.
I would stick with the 2 colors because I've been told by a lot of people that loom knitting is for a number 5 yarn, which is just slightly less thick than 2 worsted weight yarns held together, 2 number 4s. That it works, loom knit works great with the number 5. And, I was told my knitting machine would work great with the number 4. Nope. I can put number 3s on it all day and go to town.
So when I get done with the cross stitch blanket, then I've got a memory blanket to make for my grandson, or a memory quilt.
Yeah.
After this Afghan is done, I've got one for my daughter to make for a queen size bed. So the hats and the scarves are my breaks, so that I don't get too overwhelmed with those.
Yeah. It's like, this is my break from my blankets. Because, that thing's heavy.
Yeah. We'll see. And I just finished a painting. I've got another one that I'm working on. Hopefully that'll be done. That'll be done, I know for sure, before May. And then I've got another painting I was asked to do. So, and my daughter shared out my artwork, not my
I
craft
got a
work,
backlash.
this
Did
week.
Panda help you with that one?
No, I don't know exactly what happened with this one, but hey.
And the good thing with knitting needles and crochet hooks, once you get it into a ball, you can just stab it and it won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I've got mine are just in my woven basket. And they don't pop out. So
I've got a bag that I carry all my stuff in, and this is coming out of the middle of the skein.
Oh, you
And-
have yarn barf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start with your project end and start pulling it to you.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
oh man,
It's just like getting a wind knot out of a or a backlash out of a reel. Just have to work it slowly.
Yep.
and we all know he's had a lot of practice at that.
Yeah. I got plenty of practice with it, so
Yeah, but my thing is I'm going to finish this color and then stop. And then do the next color and then stop. Because when I do that, I know I've made progress.
I think this was one of the big carrying skeins. I can't remember if it was 1 or 2 pounds. May have been 1 pound, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But
you have Karen.
This one's going to go until I run out of yarn.
Yeah. Well, you have Karen Jumbo, which is basically this. And
Yeah.
then you've got Karen 1 pound.
I think it's the 1 pound.
But Red Heart, you have the 7-ounce skein. Yeah, the 5-ounce skein, if it's variegated or metallic, which is their sparkly, it is 7-ounce otherwise, 10-ounce for their jumbos, and that's it.
Yep.
My grandmother used to have me go out to the garage sales and say, they got a bag of yarn over there, grab it. Okay.
Yep.
And I'd go home and help her go through it all.
Hey, Backlash, I learned something interesting, but it's gardening. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
Okay. So
I'm
last
going to let go. I will talk to you later.
All right, Miss
Bye, Lydia.
Lydia. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for coming.
Yep.
Okay, so last year I ordered some seeds from off of Etsy.
Yeah.
And I got a free gift. And what it was white sage seeds.
Hmm.
And I got to read it a little bit on about it, growing it, and you're supposed to start in a shallow dish. Well, I couldn't find one. Well, I finally found one at the local garden center.
It's on the bed.
It's a family-owned place. And it was 50% off, so that just makes
I
me
put it on
happy.
your side of the bed.
Hi, Big Mike.
If it's not there, look in the orange bin. So
then I got to really looking into what I needed for it and stuff. But anyway, and I got all that. Come to find out, some of those seeds may not even germinate for 2 years.
Yep.
Fishing with Big Mike. Hello.
So
Yes.
I just put them all in the pot. I can get that out here.
Yeah, some
Really?
plants you can plant them and they'll come up. Some of them it can take 3 to 5 years. Which
So,
with my black thumb, that's hilarious.
shallow dish like what they were showing when I was talking. And then you have to get the soil for cactus and succulents.
Uh-huh.
So it can't go in the regular soil like regular sage. It has to be sort of sandy and stuff. But there we go. I planted it today.
Yay!
And tomorrow I get to plant the rest of 5 trays of that I have set up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be headed out to get some. This coming weekend, I'll start getting some seeds and planters and stuff to start me a little garden for this year.
I think
Lowe's has their seeds out right now for a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot.
Yeah.
I have
Well,
not
so
touched Walmart.
I normally go to Dollar Tree.
Some of the dollar. What we have 2. One Dollar Tree does, and one doesn't.
We have like 8 within 15 miles of me, so
Yeah,
sounds like my hometown.
yeah, but I was wanting some specialty seeds, so yeah, they don't carry those at the Dollar Tree.
there is a place here in North Carolina called Eden Brothers Seeds that does all online, and I'm probably gonna get some seeds through them. Because last year when Big Mac and them did the sunflower challenge, the sunflower bucket challenge, we got our seeds from them.
Yeah, the local owned garden center we have here, the seeds that they carry are all here in our region, so that would include you.
Yeah,
So
we
that's probably where I recognize the name from.
And me and Coastal just found out that the local nursery in Greenville now has a fairy garden in one of their greenhouses.
Oh,
So you can have fairy garden parties.
nice.
So
well, this
we might have to do that with Panda.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This garden center, actually right next door, is their restaurant. So the produce that they grow goes to the restaurant.
Cool.
Well, at least you know it's good.
I wish I could afford their prices though at the restaurant. That's the thing.
There's a state farmers market here up in the capital, and the restaurant there will go through and get their stuff from the farmers market that day, and that's what they cook. When they sell out, they're done.
Yep.
So I picked up some black radishes.
Black what?
Black radishes.
Okay, I'll leave you to it because I've never had a radish I liked. So,
well,
and you don't like me.
I was looking for daikon radishes, but they're not. No one here has them yet. I want to make kimchi. I want to make kimchi this year, and it says daikon radishes, but you could use just white radishes. I was told. And no one has Napa cabbage seeds yet, so I'm waiting on those.
Yep. There's a hardware store here in town. Unfortunately, the previous owner has passed away. I don't know if the new owners will get seeds and plants in like he did or not.
Hopefully. I mean, if they look over, because when they buy a business, they have access to the financials.
Well, they were talking about shutting down the hardware store until the owner passed away. So hopefully they'll keep it open and because they hadn't restocked it since they bought it. They're trying to sell all the stock out and then
bring in new stock under contract. Yeah, well, he's wanting to turn it more corporate.
I think so.
So what he's going to try and do is get it branded probably Ace, and get it branded that. But then he'll have a contract to sell certain stuff and certain times a year.
Yep. And our little small hometown won't support anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I mean, sometimes it's a good idea. Bad.
He's pretty much come into town and bought all of the downtown buildings that were vacant. And he's going through and cleaning them out. And he's got specific people throughout his company that runs different businesses that he's going to clean out the old buildings from like the 50s and 60s or earlier.
Oh,
Redo them, remodel everything to tailor to who he wants to put in there.
yeah.
And he pretty much says, here's your building, here's your space, here's your building, do your thing, I get blank percent.
No, should be I get blank per month for rent, and most of them, if they're doing something like that, will get whatever the rent is, and like 2 to 5% per month for
from whatever
5 years.
I've heard, he just tells them he gets X amount percentage of what they make.
I'd be telling him to take a long walk off Short Pier.
Yep.
I'd want it in writing.
But he basically he's from out of town, and he basically has hundreds of people that he employs. He tells them, hey, I bought these buildings here, come here, this is where you're going to be working. I get X percent of your profit. But he does all the publicity, he does all the building, all the remodeling, all the upkeep and everything.
Yeah, it's a good working business model because I've seen it happen. I've seen it work.
Yeah.
But I've also seen the guys that, I'll do all this and you can run it, no big deal. But they're sorry at marketing. So
far, from what I've heard, he's one of the top marketers in North Carolina. So we'll see. Hey, there's Cuppy.
Puppy
She's lurking.
again. That's all good. She's got a lot of stuff going on, so lurking is fine. She knows we support her anyway.
Maybe if she's on the phone, she's telling Kelly to get her butt in here. I don't know where Kelly is tonight.
I saw her once earlier. She was on live with Mobs.
Yeah. You find it?
No.
I didn't do it.
I found a shirt that was Coastal's earlier today and put it off to the side, and now it's disappeared.
Uh-oh.
So I might have to end this and go re-find it because it's one of her work shirts.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So,
well, it's bedtime in about 17 minutes for me.
Panda's bedtime was about 30 minutes ago, and she's right across the hall from me. So
Like,
I'm going to end this and go get ready for bed because I've got a dentist appointment at 8:30 tomorrow.
Ew.
Yeah.
Not good.
Well, it's the last of 5 visits.
Thankfully, but still.
Backlash.
Yes, ma'am.
My CT scan is on Thursday.
Okay.
Do what?
No, they're trying to figure out why I've been having pain in my head.
Yeah. I had one on my back this past Thursday because I was bowed over in pain. And they thought I had a kidney stone, but they couldn't find anything. So I don't know what's going on with my back right now.
Yeah, no. Starting back in October, I started having some stabbing pain in my head. They're not headaches. Headaches started in December
Man.
along with it. So they're trying to figure out what's going on in my head.
Well, I'll be praying for you, ma'am.
Yeah, tell them to check for cluster headaches because those are one of the ones that's one of the worst things out there.
Man.
But it's also starting to be more and more common.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. I've had 4 migraines in the last 3 days, which I don't normally ever have a migraine. And it's been radiating from my back pain.
Yeah, my cousin had migraines, and they found out she had three areas that were cluster headaches, and they would fire off one or two at a time, and they would fire off all day.
Yep.
Well, and that's not what's happening. The sharp pains are only when I exert myself doing things. So of course I've been on the take it easy thing.
Yeah. That
You
sounds like
probably wouldn't be happy with me doing my floor this week.
that kind of sounds like you may have a clot somewhere and could lead to a stroke, but hopefully
And
not.
that's what they're trying to check.
Yeah.
And really what they need to see that is an MRA, but my insurance says we have to. No, there's an MRI.
MRA, yeah.
And MRA,
Yep.
which is a specialized MRI.
Bacon.
But my insurance told them, no, you have to do the CT scan first.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to end this. I will talk to y'all later.
All right. Have fun. Stay safe.
All right. Y'all take
Bye, guys.
Bye. Everybody take care. Have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you later. Bye.